Hello, darling. How are you doing? Welcome or welcome back, Cellulite Love Tarot, or Hillary for short. Happy Thoughtful Thursday. We're going to see who's thinking about you and what they're thinking about. I am going to start the reading with the Wild Unknown Archetypes deck, and I'm going to energetically feel for the heat of the cards. It does take a couple minutes to do that, so I will try to remember to add a timestamp down in the description box so that you can skip ahead if you don't want to see that process, because yeah, I know your time is worth something and maybe you don't want to just sit there and watch it, but yeah, I'm going to see what the dynamic between you and this person has been like with this deck before I jump into tarot and get how you would know this person, sort of their personality, what they're thinking, any actions they might take. Somewhere in there I'll get how they're perceiving you too, okay? And then advice for you regarding any action that they might take, or the connection in general, or what you're supposed to learn, or something. Okay, let's jump into it. Spirit, my higher self, my darling's higher self, thank you so much for using me as a channel to guide and instruct. I ask for the most clear and concise messages, information, feelings, and sensations to flow through me for the betterment of my darling and for the highest good of everyone involved. Thank you so much, Spirit. And thank you for being here. Okay, let's see. Let's get these cards spread out on the table. Let's feel which ones have heat today, what the energy is between you and this person and your dynamic. Okay, Spirit, thank you so much for guiding my hand to the appropriate cards for this dynamic and the lessons and the experiences, feelings, energy, all of that fun stuff. Okay, that's kind of in the way. I'm going to move that over there. Okay. Okay. Go. Let's see what we got. What has this dynamic been like? Thank you, Spirit. Okay, at the bottom we have the bridge, apocalypsis, and the riddle, the temple. Those all feel significant, so I'm going to put those out right there for the underlying energy there. Okay. Let's see what we got. We got the seed. And then the vow. And what's funny is that this looked like a sunflower for a minute. The vow, the shaman, the animal, the box, and the desert. Okay. I feel like this connection here, it has a lot of meaning, okay? Specifically spiritual meaning, okay? But I feel like this definitely could be involving an avoidant type person. The animal in the box, the first thing I thought of was someone who feels really, they feel like a restricted wild animal. in relationships, okay? Commitment sort of makes them feel like they lose their autonomy, okay? And then I was hearing a song, I think it's Miley Cyrus. I don't know what it's called though. I was born to run, I don't belong to anyone. Oh no, I don't need to be loved by you. I feel like that's this person. Or it could be you, flip the roles here. But someone here feels really stuck in connections, and it makes them feel like they lose their autonomy, they lose their freedom. And so they feel like they just sort of have these like wild ambitions that they feel drawn towards, okay? They feel feral in a way. But the thing is, this person's isolation, right? This person's avoidance was really it like planted a seed. I know that's ironic because it's a seed. It planted the seed about your possible dedication and loyalty to this person and yourself, and how to balance the two, okay? I feel like the absence of this person made you feel definitely abandoned, okay? I feel like this relationship could have felt like a mirage in the desert, with the desert here, but it awoke a spiritual awakening in you. I'm sort of... What Bible story am I hearing? I feel like I'm going to butcher it. You would be surprised how much my brain blocked out a lot of my Christian upbringing, even though that was like my waking my waking breath to my, not my dying breath, but yeah. Okay, I'm getting like where Jesus essentially had to, let's not wander the desert, but why am I getting that imagery? Where he was tempted by Satan. So I feel like this abandonment was a temptation for you to fall into either severe depression, isolation. You could have really downward spiraled for a while. You really might not have felt like there was any way to feel empowered again, but in that breaking point, right, in the depths of being tempted by like the devil, and I'm seeing the devil card, into that sort of mindset or that sort of lifestyle, that was a breaking point for you to then awaken spiritually. Okay, so now there's a seed been planted in yourself about loyalty to yourself and what unconditional love feels like and what that looks like with this connection specifically. Okay, it might be something that you're still learning, which makes sense. We make vows specifically with the idea of having to learn along the way. Like there's a rule, there's standards that we're going to uphold in connections regardless of what we face, right? And things happen and things break apart, sure, but we still try to uphold those standards for our growth, right? It's a trying to find a solution rather than only focusing on problems, right? So this has actually been really good for both of you. This person could also be going through a spiritual awakening. They might realize that they are going through abandonment issues with the desert and the shaman and be having a spiritual awakening. I don't know how many times I'm going to say that. Okay, at the bottom, the bridge, the apocalypsis, the riddle, and the temple. Okay, so on a like deeply spiritual level, okay, I'm talking like past lives and soul contracts and all that. You might know that basically your goal here, and I feel like this is so cliche, but I feel like your goal here and with this person is to figure out the purpose of life, your life specifically, your soul's path here, okay? And the sacredness of it, and how confusing it can be to hold that sacredness dear, but also allow its freedom. Okay, this is like bridging an energy of perpetual death and disappointment and negativity and pessimism, and this is like going to like the underworld, right? And then, again, I'm getting like Jesus references again. Some of you, Christianity is really important, okay, to this day. And as a reader who's a former Christian, I am channeling this happily for you, okay? But I'm getting like the resurrection, right? going to the underworld, coming back 3 days later, being Father, Son, Holy Spirit, being unified in flesh self and spiritual self, overcoming all of the obstacles and circumstances that your visual reality brings to the situation. Okay, it's bridging the gap between one reality to another. Okay, it's a very deep meaning. It's a very deep connection. Whether or not it appears that way physically on your spirit level, on a soul level, it's got so many layers. Ogres are like onions, okay? Layers. Why not a parfait? Why not a cake? Ogres are like onions. Okay, maybe someone feels like an ogre. All right, let's get into it with tarot. Let's see what's going on, who this person is, what they're thinking, any actions, how they're perceiving you, then any actions that they might take based on what their energy is kind of doing right now, and advice for you with this connection, if they take any action, or just what you're supposed to learn right now, okay? All right, Spirit, will you please connect me to this person that my darling is connected to, and give me their energy. How have they shown up in this connection? What is their personality like? How has darling perceived this person who is thinking about them? 11:22 on the clock. 6 of Wands. Okay, so this is someone that you feel like has star quality about them. They are very charismatic. I'm hearing boisterous, very boisterous. They might have like a booming voice, okay? They have a voice that carries. But this person is very performative, which also means that they have a very inflated ego at times, okay? But it's someone that you really desired success and victory with, okay? You really hold them in high regard. You feel like you see something about them that maybe, I don't know, even though they have an ego about them, like an inflated ego about them, I feel like you still see something deeper about them that maybe they feel like they have to project that image, but they don't believe it, if that makes sense. It's almost like the most confident people can be the most insecure, like they just really fake it, that type of energy. Okay, tell me some more about this person and how darling perceives them. 3 of Swords, the Moon reversed. The Moon reversed. I'm gonna get a couple more cards. Ace of Cups, 4 of Swords. 10 of Pentacles, 2 of Wands. Page of Swords, 3 of Pentacles. 9 of Cups, King of Cups. Justice. Okay, I do feel like there's been hurt and betrayal, you know, heartbreak in this situation. I feel like you, again, we're really looking forward to something victorious and successful with this person. They might have really made you feel empowered in yourself as well. But it's almost like there were some secrets that came to light, some insecurities that came to light around the time of this heartbreak, both for you and this person. I think what is hard for you in the situation and how you viewed them is that maybe they didn't have a single problem. It seemed like leaving you behind was easy for them. Like they didn't bat an eye about it. And then they immediately moved on with someone else, right? Ace of Cups, 4 of Swords. They might have even started a family elsewhere with the 10 of Pentacles. And you're just like, I don't know why I still find myself desiring this person after this time, you know? After what's happened, I don't know why I still desire them, but I do. Normally I don't get a waiting energy from the 2 of Wands, but I just feel like it's where your focus is. You're just like, I felt this super profound connection to you, but they left me and then built something without me, you know? And so I feel like there's just sort of a confusing energy right now that you're trying to work through. You're like trying to work on healing a disappointed mind, heart, and soul about this situation and this person. Okay? Could be dealing with a Pisces. You don't have to be. I do feel like whatever this person is doing, I feel like you keep a close watch on them. Again, reverse the energies if need be. If I've got this backwards, then just flip it, okay? Get in where you fit in or not at all. I feel like it's been really hard for you because you're like, yeah, you made me feel like I was kind of hard to love. Like it was just so easy to leave me, but then it seems like you're emotionally available and willing to commit to other places, to other people, but you wouldn't do that with me. Like, what was wrong with me? Why did you hold back with me? Like, are other people really better than me with the Three of Cups there? Yeah, you're just like, oh man, third party energy is heavy. I get the confusion, especially if this person feels like really stuck whenever it comes to commitment. Like it makes them feel like they're losing their autonomy, but then this person turned around and like just jumped into another relationship and started a family. I can understand the confusion. You're like, are you actually avoidant, or do you just not give a fuck about me, man? I don't know what's going on, but now I'm super insecure and I feel like my insecurities are out in the open for everyone to see, and I'm trying to work through it. I feel like this person's an egomaniac. That makes sense. Okay, I'm going to see how this person is perceiving you, how you've been perceived by this person. Whew, man. I feel like my collective energy lately has been dealing with a lot of really intense dynamics, and I'm really sorry if this is your situation, because no wonder you feel like you were just gonna like give up and succumb, because that is a brutal, emotional, spiritual situation to go through. How is this person who is thinking about my darling viewing them? 8 of Wands, Knight of Wands. Wow. I'm going to get some more cards there because the message is kind of foggy right now. The Magician, the 7 of Pentacles, the World, the 6 of Cups. Ace of Pentacles on bottom, High Priestess. The Knight of Cups. 8 of Swords. Ace of Cups. Okay, I feel like this person is witnessing you right now doing some sort of major energy transformation, okay? 8 of Wands just kind of being like, I know a lot of people think that it's like rapid messaging, you know, it could be a message incoming, but I'm getting the other energy, which is just like a huge energetic momentum movement forward, okay? And I feel like it's getting you out of this sort of guarded and defensive energy. This is the wounded warrior with the 9 of Wands. I feel like you're understanding what your energy is, what their energy is, and taking back claim over your own energy, okay? I feel like they witness you right now, or their perception of you is that you are really standing empowered right now. Whether or not you feel that way, I feel like you are. 7 years could be significant with the 7 of Pentacles, but I just feel like it's taken you a long time to really work on growing this seed of your own stability. Literally, we got the seed there. This person views you as wrapping up things in your life, as up leveling in some way with the world, and moving past the past with the 6 of Cups. I feel like new opportunities are making themselves available to you because you're following your soul guidance right now, because you're honoring yourself and you are listening to your intuition, you know, left, right, and center, especially when it comes to emotional situations, love offers. You're not really easily swayed or wooed right now. Yeah. You're like, I'll be damned if I find myself attached to someone that I think is unconditional love and it ends up just being a player and not my end goal of, you know, the 10 of Cups here. Yeah. You're just like, I'm not gonna, no one's gonna fool me like that again. Okay. You could be very spiritual with the High Priestess. Pisces energy again. You could be very spiritual. You could be a tarot reader or a psychic of some sort, Reiki healer, or just like, even if it's not spiritual, maybe you're like a nurse or something. Like, I'm just getting that you help people a lot. Like, you just have this intuitive nature to help people heal. So maybe you're like a nurse or a doctor or something. therapist even, but you use your intuition really well. Like, you might really excel at what you do because you do your job or you do your purpose intuitively driven, and it just feels like second nature. And so you can just piece together problems and solutions, and people really rely on you to know the answers, okay? That maybe other people have a hard time seeing. You can kind of narrow down what things are really quickly. So a couple of energies there. Okay, interesting. Let's see what this person's thinking. All right, Spirit, this person who's thinking about my darling love here, what are they thinking about specifically? Why is my darling on their mind, and what's going on in their thought space? You want me to see those? 4 of Cups, 3 of Cups. Okay, so if this person, like I said, there was a heavy energy of them starting a family elsewhere and you being kind of like bewildered by that or baffled because, yeah, you're like, what is wrong with me? This person is not satisfied in the connection that they're with, okay? If they chose a third party, they're not happy there. The grass wasn't greener. 4 of Cups is all about feeling disappointed. And it's honest. And then classic Rider-Waite depiction, the 4 of Cups, I gotta find it because I just want to show it. Here we go. Literally, in this depiction, this person is really apathetic about the 3 cups, the third party, that they have to deal with here tangibly, and feeling like this opportunity that was a gift from the heavens, you, my darling, probably, if I had to guess. Not seeing the gift that's right there, feeling like they sort of missed that opportunity, okay? They're not satisfied. They're not happy with this person. They're not happy emotionally. They're not fulfilled emotionally. They're just like, okay, so I got the lifestyle that I thought I wanted, and yet I'm not satisfied. What the heck? Okay, I miss darling a lot. Okay, 5 of Pentacles, yeah. You might not be in communication with this person, but they are feeling definitely like they're not having a happy home life, okay? And thinking about things could have been differently. Things could have gone differently with you. Maybe, you know, if they had built in another life and other situations, they worked through their fears, they weren't intimidated about your connection, and they chose to build a family and a home life with you, how different would that have felt? Would they have been left? Maybe this third party has left them, okay? And they're having to deal with like, well, shit, like I kind of chose this option and now I'm still not happy. Now I'm left behind. I don't have darling. I don't have what I want. 5 of Cups. They're grieving right now. This person is at rock bottom with 5 of Pentacles and 5 of Cups. The 5 of Pentacles to me is kind of like the worst card in the deck, because I know a lot of people like say that the 10 of Swords is the worst card because you've been, you know, stabbed 10 times in the back, right? Basically left for dead. But at least in the 10 of Swords, you're dead. Like, you're not having to experience that anymore. It's already over, right? The 5 of Pentacles is you going through hardship here tangibly, a loss of job, a loss of family, loss of a home, severe loss, and feeling like you're unable to get back up on your feet on your own, right? Feeling like it's going to take a handout to get back up on your feet, and even then, is it even going to be enough? The 5 of Pentacles is the worst energy. Pair that with severe depression with the 5 of Cups and severe regret over the choices that they've made. This person is not happy with where they're at, and they're thinking about how different things could have been with you. 2 of Cups, literally how different things could have been with you if they had chosen to actually invest in opening up and reciprocating, and not just heading towards someone that maybe materially seemed good. Like the 10 of Pentacles, I'm kind of getting, I don't always get this because it's abundance. It's a really great card, but I'm sort of getting, in this sense, it can be materialism, right? Severe materialism. So maybe this person left you, someone that they love, because they found someone that materialistically fit the bill for them, you know, whether that be monetarily or, you know, a certain class, you know. maybe even just appearances. Materialism is appearances too. So maybe they found someone who like had material, physically more desirable or more whatever attributes. Not that you're physically less than whoever they chose, but just, it's almost like preferences. Like if this person likes blondes, you'd be a brunette. Or, you know, redhead or something like that, you know. Yeah, materialism. They're just like, I chose what felt good to my body. I follow. I chose with my wand. And not with my heart. And now I don't know that I can ever get this back with the Queen of Swords. I feel like I kind of left myself out of a better opportunity here. Okay, it's not funny. This person's going through it. They're going through it. Okay, I am sensitive to that. I have to just guard myself off from feeling a lot of these people's energies because this is severe and I don't want to cry on camera, but this person is not doing good. Okay, they want a new beginning. They want to choose differently. They want to follow their soul and their heart. They're kind of regarding that they chose looks or money over what felt good and comfortable to their heart, okay? So they're thinking about that. Yeah, they're just like, man, you really could have been my ideal partner. Like, I could have been way better off if I actually chose you. Okay, let's see what actions this person might take. This is a big might. Okay, this is just the energy that they are feeling compelled to take physically. Okay, people ignore it all the time. Okay, again, I feel like this person's, their heart was with you, and yet they chose their fleshly desires over their heart, right? So that's a great example of how people don't necessarily act on the energy that they're being compelled to take, okay? But just in case, I think you should be prepared, okay? Any actions this person might take that my darling needs to be aware of, Spirit. 11:11 on the clock. Lord have mercy. Okay. 3 of Cups. What's that? 6 of Cups. Ace of Swords. 2 of Swords. Knight of Pentacles. 3 of Pentacles. The Empress is on the bottom. Couldn't make it up if I wanted to. And the Hermit. And the Hanged Man. And the 10 of Swords. And the 10 of Wands. And the 2 of Cups. Holy crap, y'all. Okay, right now, I'll be straight up honest with you. This person's probably not taking any action. They're probably not reaching out. They're probably not doing anything because they are energetically trying to work through, why the hell am I the way that I am? Why am I drawn to multiple parties? Like, why am I not satisfied with one person? Why am I always trying to find something better? This person could have a drinking problem, and so they're trying to think about, like, what happened in their past that really fueled this behavior in them with the 6 of Cups, right? They're starting to understand. They're trying to be really honest and blunt with themselves with the Ace of Swords, okay? This person has an indecision problem. That's the thing. They don't realize that that's them actually being decisive, okay? Indecision is a decision. So, yeah. It's almost like this person is understanding that they have a hard time believing that they can actually stick with something long term. So they're trying to work, I don't normally get like a therapy energy, but this person could be trying to go, you know, reading self-help books or going to a therapist or a counselor or talking to someone that they can trust to figure out how to work on the parts of themselves to be more stable, okay? This person's really focused on their stability and finding their own empowerment and figuring out why they basically trip their own self. You know what I'm trying to say? When people, I'm getting like the image with the person in the bicycle sticking the stick through the spokes and like making them fall. They're like, why do I do that? Why do I do that? Like, how do I stop doing that? Okay. Now at the bottom, you're the end goal. Okay. You couldn't be anything better for this person if you tried. So there was absolutely nothing wrong with you, but your presence demands respect, and your presence demands consistency, and your presence demands accountability with the Empress. Okay. This is something that this person has run from for a long time. Okay. So maybe this person ghosted you whenever they left, and then they started this family elsewhere, and you're like, I'm not even like, you couldn't even like just acknowledge that you're leaving. Like, where's the closure here? You know? So this person, yeah, is sort of thinking about why they just kind of leave good things, why they leave good things, why they abandon good things. They're having realizations about it. They're realizing that they are replaying situations from their own past where they were abandoned and betrayed and left for dead, and no one stood up for them, and no one had their back, and no one was loyal to them. They're replaying that with their own self through other people. They think that they're having their own back by just choosing what they feel on a whim, right? But really, they're abandoning and betraying their self through that action. And they're kind of having this realization like, okay, I keep leaving because I find all of these reasons why, you know, this person or that person isn't good enough, or I nitpick this person, you know. There's always some reason why it's not going to work out, but then like I look at my life and it's like, well, if that was really the blockage for my happiness, why aren't I happy? Okay. This person has a lot of work to do, but they are doing it. Okay. Soul work with the wands. 10 of Wands is a ton of soul work. They want to be working on building stability. Okay. Figuring out how to open up their heart, how to let happiness in, how to heal with Sun and Temperance. It's a lot of energy. Okay. So we've got Virgo, Pisces with the Hanged Man, Leo with the Sun, Sagittarius with Temperance. Okay. Okay, let me see what Spirit wants you to know about this right now, and what you're supposed to be learning, or any advice for you moving forward with this situation, okay? Spirit, advice for my darling with this person and this situation, or what they're supposed to be learning, what they should be applying to their spiritual, physical, emotional field. 3 of Pentacles. Getting standards on how you want stability to be built in your life, okay? 9 of Cups. Yeah, it starts with you first, and I feel like you already know this, but 9 of Swords, destiny. I wouldn't be worried about fate working out with this person or not, okay? Because there's this feeling of like you learning how to be self-sufficient emotionally on your own, regardless of whether or not this person comes back around, or whether or not you get the apology that you are deserving of, or whether or not this person changes. Like, you can't bank your happiness and your peace on whatever this person does or doesn't do. Okay, yesterday's reading could be really significant. Not yesterday's reading. I think it was Monday's reading. What was it? No, Taco Tuesday? Taco Tuesday. It's called DF, an important message from your unified self. If this message is resonating with you there, I would really recommend that you watch that one, because the same harsh truths that this person is realizing, there's a harsh truth that you need to realize about your own empowerment, okay? It's a lot, okay? It can be triggering. I try to be as gentle as possible about it, but it's an important one that I think every divine feminine has to learn at some point or another, especially if you feel like, I haven't seen like really twin flame energy other than seeing 11-11, but if you feel like this person is like your match, your divine counterpart or whatever, then that reading would be really important, okay? You have to figure out how to be okay with only allowing people to build stability with you that fit your bill of needs, okay? The same way that you would be, employing a company, if you're building a company, you wouldn't just see potential in someone, right? And then give them an opportunity and then keep giving them opportunities, keep hoping that they live up to this opportunity, up to their potential. If they continually slack off, they don't put in the work, they don't utilize their own time to enhance, their potential, you wouldn't allow someone like that to take up your time, money, and resources. So view kind of this situation or relationships through that lens, right? Regardless of what this person does, you should feel whole and complete on your own, and then you get to fit in people who have the same idea as you moving forward with what you want with your life. If you want a partner, if you want someone that you could, have a business together with, then you need a specific type of person who is already mature enough and up to the potential of that, right? You can't make someone, you don't want to parent someone to becoming the potential that you see, right? That's what I'm trying to get at, right? You've been so worried about this person doing what they need to do, and it's like, it's not your responsibility to worry about this person. Like, it's really not. Worry about yourself. Worry about yourself, okay? Oh, my candle's going out. Hold on. I'm going to get another candle. 2 of Swords. Yeah, you might feel like you're stuck on this person, and Spirit's just really saying, like, why do you think that you're going to be alone or with this person, and that's the only option when there is a secret third option here, right? Indecision is a decision. You will have other options available. You can take that into your own hands, and you can trust that someone might be important to you on a soul level, but we can recognize, oh, maybe that was just for soul lessons. Maybe that was just for my growth, for my emotional growth, for my maturity, and let it be, and move on with your life and do what you can for yourself, okay? Eight of Pentacles, exactly. You've already done so much work, right? And you deserve someone who does enough work for themselves too, especially on a soul level. 8 of Pentacles, High Priestess. King of Swords. Knight of Wands. Judgment on bottom. King of Wands. 7 of Swords. The Hermit. Ace of Wands. Okay. Yeah, this is just saying, like, you really got to work on detaching your well-being from this person and be focused on someone who fits a literal list, okay? Make a list, okay? Check it twice. The King of Swords, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, but King of Swords is someone who is solution-oriented, okay? They want to make things legal. They want to do it by the book. They want things to be fair and right and balanced. They are full of integrity, okay? You need to be focused on people who already have those attributes rather than waiting for a Knight of Wands energy to turn into someone like that, right? You're putting your life on pause, and that's the exact opposite of what you should be doing, right? Judgment is a spiritual awakening, energy. This is also looking at the past and learning what you can from it and moving forward as a new being, right? Empowered, yeah. There's something about maybe coming to realize that what you might have felt with this person. I need a drink, just a second. What you felt with this person, like chemistry, you might have viewed that as like a soul connection, right? And Spirit's maybe saying, could you maybe view that through a different lens, at least to get you through this part of your life, right? If you come back to the point where you feel like this person is a soul connection for you, then you can do that later. But right now, what might be really important for you and your healing and your progress moving forward is considering that the chemistry and the butterflies and the sparks that you felt with this person was a visceral reaction in your body to a trauma response, a trauma bond being ignited, okay? So there's healing that you need to do there. And the reason why, on your own, right? On your own, The reason why we really need to decipher that is maybe you're holding on to, I have to feel a certain way. I have to feel these butterflies in my stomach. I have to feel my heart racing. I have to feel the chemistry, right? For it to feel like a soul thing. But really, Spirit is trying to tell you that, honestly, soul to soul, the soul is very calm and accepting. It's the observer, right? So if you're feeling all these feelings, that's an ego response, really. The soul sees another soul and has peace with that journey, right? Because the soul understands that we're all connected, right? We're all one anyways, right? So if you are anxious and up in your head about this person and what's going on, that's not your soul speaking, that's your ego, right? If it's a soul connection, you're going to have peace about this person no matter how it turns out, whether or not they fix their problems and come to you and y'all fix things, or if they move on, you will have peace about it because you're a whole being. You're whole and complete. You don't need this person to complete you. Okay? This is giving yourself the opportunities to experience other opportunities, right? And to give yourself the acknowledgement that you deserve, that you are not fragmented without this person. Okay? Yeah. It's very important. This is what you're supposed to be learning right now. If you don't like it, don't yell at me. I'm just a messenger. I'm just reading the cards, okay? You can just say it's not my reading, okay? If you're arguing with it in any way, it's not your reading. Or maybe ask yourself why you're so triggered. Why does that bother you so much? Okay? Honestly, I feel like if things bother you, it's just a sign that you got things to work on yourself. And I apply that in my own life too. Okay? All right, let's close this reading off with... Let's close it off with romance angels, and then I will get some messages from this person to you. I'm apprehensive about it, but I'm going to do it anyways, okay? Because I'm hoping that, no one's going to spiral from a tarot reading, a general tarot reading online, okay? If you're at the point where you're spiraling from the way a collective tarot reading is going, then honey, stop watching tarot and get back to center with yourself, okay? Yeah. All right, Spirit, what romance angel energy cards is relevant for this person who's thinking about my darling and my darling, their connection? Flirt. This person's a big flirt. Extend your lighthearted energies to other. This is also saying being willing to engage in that way with other people, okay? Reconciliation is on the bottom. Someone from your past is returning to your life. Past life relationship. You've known each other before. Yeah. Okay, let's get... I really like Alicia's direct messages, so I'll do that. What messages are from this person to my darling that they need to be aware of? The darling needs to be aware of, or you want darling to be aware of. And please block any messages that you don't think darling needs to be aware of, okay? I was trying to be tough. I hate weakness. All I care about is money. That's the materialism, yeah. I replay our last conversation. I love you more than I'd like to admit. That's like, I put this down right under this. I was trying to be tough. I hate weakness. So I feel like, let me give a disclaimer before I say this, okay? I do not want anyone to be hanging on to people. It's like giving, when boys are mean to girls in, school, that's because the boy likes the girl. Like, no. Like, don't hold on to that. Have self-respect here, okay? Honor yourself. I don't care what this person's motives are. I don't care the reason behind it. I care about you and what you do for yourself. So I don't want you to hold on to like, oh, well, this person runs from me because they love me. This person does this because they desire me, right? Like, what are you feeding in yourself? What are you feeding that you're deserving of, right? If that's how you feel, this person feels, then that should tell you that this person's not ready for you, right? And you deserve something better than that, right? Not that this person's not good enough, but just you deserve someone who doesn't view loving you as weakness. So back to what I'm trying to say. Without you getting attached to this message, this person did feel a lot of love for you, okay? And in their wounding and in their that level of intimacy feels like weakness. It feels like vulnerability. Vulnerability is weakness to this person. So maybe this person leaving was them trying to be tough, trying to avoid weakness because they hate weakness. Okay? I need time to myself to heal. That's exactly what I feel like this person is doing anyways. I'm not good enough. Yeah, they feel like they're not meeting the mark in some way, that they need to improve in some way. I wanted something better. I'm getting the materially, right? I play mind games. I can't give you the love that you deserve, okay? I'm scared of being vulnerable. Yeah, this person has a lot to work through. So if you're banking your stability on this person, then you also have a lot of work to do, okay? Because this person is not your stability, you're your own stability. Okay, I'm gonna leave that there. I hope that this, actually, I really don't hope this reading resonated for you. I really don't. I hope that this reading resonates for absolutely nobody. And yeah, if you watched it anyways for entertainment purposes, thanks for hanging around. If this did resonate for you, I'm really sorry. I'm sorry. My son is going to come in here in a minute, so I'm going to go ahead and jump off here. But yeah, tomorrow's Freaky Friday. It's all about the self, so I'm going to do a self-focused improvement reading. So I'll see you then. I hope that you have a great rest of your day, a wonderful week, or a fantastic life. I love you so much. Take care, and ta-ta!